in preparation for this speech, I thought to myself,
you didn't do any.
It'd be really, okay, all right, I'll have you know there was some prep that went into it. Okay, I even looked up a Bible verse. All right, I figured that was appropriate, give or take. Right? I thought, why not be an agent of chaos? Right? And ask the audience for a little bit of help. Right?
Yes.
Okay, so the question is, and I'm just going to do this once, right, because we don't have enough time, I don't want to drone on, we've droned on all night, like whatever, you guys are really important and I love you, right? But, no, I'm saying we only have a venue until like 30. Okay, anyways, that being said, so, does anyone have, who here thinks they have the best, funniest, appropriate story about Noah and or Emily? Who's got one? Who's got one? You can raise your hands. Best and or most comedic? You gotta tell them all too.
It's appropriate.
Yeah, it's appropriate. Yeah, you got one over
It's
here?
appropriate.
Okay. Come on up.
Right.
No.
Tell us who you are.
Oh, I'm Kyle.
Hi,
Hey, Kyle.
So I've gotten to know these wonderful people through Georgia First Robotics and being able to do it for right about close to a decade of work with them. So it's been an awesome experience. So I would actually say one of the funniest moments was actually a couple months ago. We were doing an event for our volunteer organization, and one of the things that combines all of us together, one is that we're alumni of the organization, so we've all been on different teams and been able to not only been a part of the program, but also to mentor, to be able to volunteer. But the second is that we love cookouts so much. And so we were sitting down for lunch, we were trying to figure out what we were going to do for the rest of the day, and we were looking through the schedule of where the events are going on for this next year because COVID is a real thing. But we were trying to figure out, okay, how are we going to determine where these events are and, honestly, where the nearest cookout is to each of these different venues. So we decided we were going to pull up a map and figure out, okay, how many miles does it take and how many minutes does it take to get to this cookout? Is it a real cookout? Has it closed? Is it still open? Do we have to go through some sketchy areas and so on and so forth? And Noah and Emily were trying to convince our CEO of our organization, okay, we're out in the middle of nowhere. You decided to put us in Dahlonega. Dahlonega has no cookouts. The nearest cookout is what, like 44 minutes away? Yeah, 44 minutes away. So we are actively telling our CEO, hey, there's no cookouts near here, so we need you to pull contracts away from where we're at right now because there are no cookouts. None whatsoever. And during that experience of just, we're just riffing and just talking about how much we love cookouts, but during that experience, it was so great to just see these two interact, to be able to see not just their love for each other, but their love for life, which I think when it comes to marriage, I've only been married for years, but when you have not just a love for each other, but also a love for life, those two simultaneous forces ping pong off of each other and create a great experience for a lifetime. So it's a small story, but I think it's just a testimony to what I believe the next, honestly, 50 to 100 years together with you two are going to be. Hey, listen, it could happen. Listen, God can do wonderful things. And so, yeah, I wish you guys nothing but joy and a lifetime of cookout meals.
Thank you, Kyle. I appreciate it. Well, that was a very good story. Thank you. We appreciate it. In addition, I'll say a couple things because I told you guys I prepared some stuff, right? So, yeah, I do. Okay, but you did a great job. Okay? He's awesome. And he's a professional. Okay, so in any case, I've known Noah and Emily for a while now. I think, Noah probably since I dropped you on your head when you were a child.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. Mom was there. She saw it happen. And I apologize for that.
No, you don't.
Maybe. Well, the jury's still out. In any case, man, new Emily, I guess since, it's funny, like, Elizabeth, you were talking about Top Banana, that brought back a memory I
triggered it
Oh
for
my
you?
goodness, it was kind of crazy, right? But it was more like
Eighth grade.
pain at the time. Yeah, it was like, ooh, it's a nasty banana. Anyways, I've known Emily since then, right? I think. No, we were all in sort of the smart people classes and stuff like that. Right. I wasn't cool enough to hang out with Emily's friends. All my friends were weirdos and nerds, you know.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
Elizabeth can attest to that. But in any case, man, you know, for all the different stuff that we went through as kids, you know, I remember being on the bus and fighting like cats and dogs, man. Donkey kicking you in the back and sending you across the room, you know? And then you taking the blame for it. So thank you, by the way. I appreciate that. But in any case, you know, man, God's done amazing work in your life and in your life. You know, it's amazing to see where you guys come. So I'm going to read you sort of what I wrote down here. Let's see here. So, yeah, right. Gosh, you really stepped out of my shadow, right? I was going to start the speech by saying, you know, that a lot of things about myself, and then being like, well, the speech actually isn't going to be all about me as opposed to the rest. And I was like, kidding. But here's the thing, man. You become a heck of a man, you know. God's using you in amazing ways. You know, I can only imagine with as wacky as you guys are together, Emily and Noah, and what the Lord's going to take you through, right? I mean, you're going to weather a lot of storms, right? You're going to have a lot of victories. You're going to have a lot of joys. But, man, it's going to be really, really cool to watch. You know, it's amazing. I mean, anybody here who knows both of these two people look on the bright side of life, not necessarily even just the bright side, but they see the problem, they're excited to be able to fix it, and they're excited to be able to love you while you're at the center of it, right? And I love that about each of them, right? You know, one of the greatest things, right, that was done for us, right, is when Christ died on the cross, right, for each of us. And man, that was hard work, right? Like you would say, the hardest bit of work, right? Because he died on the cross for each of our sins, right? I mean, neither of you are strangers to hard work. I mean, you weld for a living, which is absolutely amazing, right? And you're nursing and taking care of people, and that's absolutely amazing as well. I mean, you guys do the best things for people every single day, right? And so, in doing that hard work, man, you guys are giving us that picture of how Christ is living His life out in each of us. So, thank you for doing that. Hebrews. Let's see here. I'm gonna pull this up real quick. No, I didn't pull it up before coming up here. I'm not that prepared. Okay, don't put me in there.
Not prepared at all.
Let's see here. Well, what'd you say? So this is Hebrews 12, 1 through 2. I think it describes perfectly the situation because there are lots of people watching you. Okay. Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us also lay aside every weight and sin which clings so closely, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us. Looking to Jesus, the founder and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and seated at the right hand of the throne of God. Right? So I know that you guys will do that. And, you know, love well. Don't take life too seriously. Don't cross your PWM wires the wrong way. It's going to end up badly. Right? I mean, am I wrong? In any case, you know, don't go to bed angry. You guys know that for sure, right? And then continue just putting people at the center of your lives. Oh my gosh, my beloved brother and newly beloved sister. Right? Wow, thank you for being such a light in each of our lives, and we know that the Lord is going to do amazing work for His kingdom. In and through you both.
Come on, Logan. Make it interesting.
Here we are.
This guy.
Today,
That's who you are.
I'm Logan.
Hi,
I've been
Logan.
Noah's best friend for, what, we talked about this morning, going like 6 years now? And you, Emily, I've been
Oh, oops.
3-4 years now. And those years, I'm not going to come up here and give you a Bible verse or something. I'm just here to tell you that these two that are sitting right here have been the biggest influence on my life. I'm 19 years old. He's been here for over a third of my life now. And it's been the greatest 6 years of my life. He taught me everything I know, which is a loaded term as of late. But when I say that, I don't just talk about the negatives.
Did it work out for you?
It worked out.
Okay.
I say that because we all have our own problems, hard things we go through. These two have taught me how to get through the hardest things,
how to celebrate the wins, how to, find something positive in the losses, the hard things you go through. And they were the first people when I know they're going through something hard, and I'm going through something hard as well. Whatever they're going through, they put it on the back burner and make sure that I'm taken care of. They're the most selfless people I've ever met. And for that, I thank you so much. Y'all are going to do amazing. And I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. I've told you all this before, and I'm going to continue to say it. You've been in my life for 6 years. You've been in my life for 4. Let's make it another 60.
Now, I had not planned on making a speech.
Sing a song. So don't.
Hey. I am the funniest person I know.
That's false. That is very false.
Look, accurate. Thank you guys all for coming tonight. I really appreciate all you guys being here. It's so nice to see all the wonderful faces, people from First, friends, weird people that serve those tables. All the lovely people that I want to associate more with.
Oops. Guess I'm not
so
included.
so much time. So little time, right? Jan, thank you for welcoming me into your family. Tracy, thank you as well. You both raised a wonderful daughter that I love very much.
Amen.
Anna, Colby, I wish you guys all the best. Brandon, Sad, you guys are wonderful, and I'm so glad that you've been here the entire time. All right. What do I want? I'm going to praise you. Maybe. We didn't have a great childhood together. This man went to China, came back a completely different person, and a person who I've grown to love very deeply, who means the absolute world to me. So thank you for standing by me today. Elizabeth, I'll come back to you.
Yikes.
All that timing.
What was that?
It's all that timing. Logan.
You're gonna do Logan first? Wow.
I always
That's
do
for
Logan
last.
first.
That's for
Oh, oh.
Yeah, you do.
I'll ask you next.
Yeah, baby.
Logan, thank you so much for all the kind words you just said. All of them being false. But I love you. Just kidding. Just kidding about the not the love, the thing before that. But
It's all about timing.
Come back to it.
okay. So Elizabeth,
Thanks, Logan.
thank you so much for all that you've done for Emily and I over the years. It's really cool watching the friendships that Emily holds, and all the beautiful people that she surrounds herself with at the forefront, even you. So I wish you all the best, and I can't wait to do this 4 more months from now, for the fall, where I will again aggressively take the microphone and make a speech unwarranted. Logan, I'm gonna sit down. I don't need a hug. You know what I mean. Let it sit, bud. This is my best friend, right, in the entire world. He is a great guy. I can't speak highly enough of him. He's one of the few men that I've cuddled with, all right? The other one being Ben Sterling.
What about me? What about me? What about me?
Look, Ben and I shared a passionate night in a hotel room. There's 2 beds, all right? But we only use one, you know what I'm saying?
Hold up.
Good for you, buddy.
I'm gonna get home and Emily's gonna be like, "Why did you pick up the microphone?" But Logan, you are the absolute best, and I love you so much, brother. You have your entire life.
It's really long.
I'm so excited to see that. Logan and I have been through a
fair
lot
enough.
together. Multiple failed attempts at building robots.
Yeah, I'm already at like 15 minutes.
Only failed attempts. There's not been a successful one yet. Maybe.
You got 60 years.
Oh yeah, we got 60 years left What's the robots? We're going.
Sorry.
I can break it
Hey-o.
apart.
6 years.
I'm gonna stop talking soon, I promise.
I'll just give you notes.
But thank you guys all for coming. I love you all so much. And if you're here, just know you're the most important people to me. That's why you're here. So, and that's a fact. Right? Emily and I had to go through. We didn't realize we knew so many people. We didn't. But if you're here, you're in the inside circle. So I love you guys. All right. Anyone else want to talk?
No, no.
Thomas, do not get on the microphone.
Did I win? Have I won yet?
Give Thomas the microphone.
Please.
I'm gonna call it. Everyone who bet lost. They're splitting the pot.
Bull crap.
All right, take out all your
All